All right, we're going. That's us going. Hello, everybody.
Hey!
Oh my gosh, your face
Oh
is
my goodness.
not even close here. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
good morning, afternoon, evening, and hello.
Hello.
The magic
It,
is nigh.
it sounds like my neighbor decided to blow some leaves or something. But can't do
Fantastic.
Yeah.
nothing about that.
There we go. Fix that camera right up. So, um, hello and welcome to Harvest Valley. We're playing some Burning Wheel. Tonight we've got all of my good friends here. AP, say hello, and maybe
Hello.
something about yourself.
Oh, I'm Arthur Perkins. I run a channel called AP Gaming Real where I play lots of video games. Are you sure we're live?
Yeah, I'm.
On your Twitch channel, I still see 4 minutes on the timer.
Try refreshing because I'm viewing it right now.
It's possible. It's
I'm
possible.
also gonna turn on this light because
Don't let
otherwise,
me interrupt this. Let's go to the next person.
beautiful.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
live.
So yeah. So how about you, Golden? How you doing? Say hello. Thing.
Oh man, I'm so busy, but I'm doing well.
Yay!
It feels like I am in a current that is sweeping me into the future. But there's lots
Yeah.
of role playing in that current.
Yay! Role
Yeah.
So
playing.
I got. Can I even show you guys? No, I can't show you. I have all my equipment now for the real in-person live stream
Oh, that's
on
right.
Tuesday, and I'm testing it out. So it seems like my now 20-foot long webcam cord is working. So I'm going to put that on the ceiling, and we're going to see how it goes. I have a
Awesome.
USB powered USB hub with 20 ports, so I just plug everything in.
Magic.
It's massive.
Amazing. I'm going to go next.
Yeah, you should go next.
I am Dark Lavender Void, where I soon will be doing my first Twitch show called Design and Destroy, where four people get together to make 4 games in 2 hours, and it's going to be a ridiculous shitstorm. Because we're also playtesting those games. We're designing and playtesting them in 2 hours, which is going to be so much madness, and I'm going to love it so much.
I'm
So it's half an
definitely
hour per
looking
game?
forward to that.
It's 15 minutes of design, 15 minutes of playtest, and then you
Wow.
just go around for each person.
Cool.
It's going to be super fun because it's going to be collaborative as well.
Is it points based? Do you get points?
You get points, but the
No.
points don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What was the other thing that I was going to talk about? There's one other thing that I was really excited about. Oh, okay. Since Drummer Boy talked about it, I'm going to take that as permission for me to talk about it. We're getting a game, not a game, a song going for Mortally Bankrupt, which is a game that I designed
Ooh, nice.
about an eldritch
Very
reality
nice.
TV show. I'm so excited for that because my commission thing was make a really vapid, poppy guitar song, but then have it corrupt into an eldritch noise war with itself.
That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have done like a heavy metal version of the X-Files thing.
That would be really good too.
I would like to listen to that.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess I'll recommend that next time on his Patreon.
Yeah.
Which,
I think he said that he was going to be working on that this coming Monday, but I could be lying about that. So just keep your eye on his stuff in that general area.
nice.
Also, I don't control his life, so I might not do it at all.
Could happen. Could happen. Who even knows?
I'm looking forward to that. You don't understand.
No, I do understand because
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love and Banterville was so much hype for me.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Same for me. I loved it so much.
Oh, I'm glad you loved it.
Yeah.
I'm Kelsa. If you didn't know, welcome to my channel. We're gonna be playing some Burning Wheel, which is a pretty cool game. we're going to be doing Medieval Farming Peasant Simulator, where we're having a grand old time. My character has come to this small, quiet valley town of Stockchester to learn to be a farmer, and is getting some help from the local fishermen. Sorry, the the foreign fishermen and the relatively inept shepherd. uh, you're good at getting into trouble.
Yeah, I'm more of a troubled kid who is so troubled he got pushed out of the town than an actual like shepherd, horse raiser, rancher person.
Do you have trouble was?
I have bad influence as a trait.
Ah, okay.
Speaking of which, should we all go around the table and introduce our beliefs, instincts, and traits, or should we recap the last session a little bit more?
That's a good
All right,
idea.
let's
of those
recap.
things.
See what I can remember. So Ishmael, did I say that right?
Yep.
Ishmael is was spying as oh my god, look at all these names. As Ashlyn was checking out her new farm to see if she was an adventurer or not. Turns out she's an adventurer. And Ishmael also got to spy on Estevan, who was running around town naked because he lost his clothes in an ant pile.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
This is very true.
Then Estevan.
So the situation at Ashland's farm didn't work. So I went to my kind of crush, not really girlfriend's family's farm, and I found their shed, and they were inside. And I was like, not inside the shed, they were inside the house so that I could get to the shed. So I was just like, run to the shed. Oh, there's seeds in this barrel. Dump it all out. Jump in the barrel. Go inside. Ask my sweetheart to borrow her dad's clothes so that I could wear something.
Yep, and that worked out flawlessly. So now you have clothes.
Yeah. You have clothes.
Meanwhile, Ashlyn went and tried to buy amazing weaponry, but got a wooden sword and shield, which is traditional weapons for a starting adventurer. Then they went across the sea. They recovered an ancient javelin of magic power and a mute button. And once they got to the other side, they went adventuring in a cave where I'm pretty sure you muted, Kelsa. I don't know if you know that. Okay. So they went across the sea to the cave where Ashlyn adventured a bit, got some loot, and then was knocked out and returned to the starting room by the cartographer, who's the boss of the first zone. Ishmael rescued her from that dire situation and took her to the doctor, where he convinced the doctor to treat her for a reasonable price. And then...
Isn't that where we jumped forward to the Dogwood Festival?
Yeah, I think then we jumped forward to the Dogwood Festival, where everybody was collecting leaves. Maybe you'll see this during the break screen. And throwing them off the cliff in a ritualized form of raking.
Yeah, you rake blossoms together from the dogwood trees, and then you throw the flowers off of the cliff. Yeah.
Did that all help my mic right now?
It did.
It sounds good.
Okay, fantastic.
Brilliant. What about yeah, we gotta see what Twitch does, but yeah.
Yeah, Twitch tell me if that helped as well. That'd be great.
Yeah. Then they adventured in the Frost Mansion, which I like to think is a spooky. Man, what's that game called?
Stardew
With
Valley,
the no,
Luigi's Mansion.
no, Darkest Dungeon Mansion.
Gotcha. I see
Yeah,
where you're going with that now. Yeah.
this is pretty spooky. I'm taking some Castlevania references. Anyway, they adventured in there a little bit. They found different rooms. They recovered the lost spear, and then they escaped from the dungeon. And I think that's where we left off, except that Ishmael caught a talking fish.
Magical talking fish. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. It glows in the dark. It
Magic.
speaks perfect language.
Yeah.
And it's delicious,
Hmm.
Delicious.
I've heard.
Also, Ishmael and I aren't on good terms because we met for the first time and I broke a rake because I was trying to be friendly and I didn't do friendly things right.
It's true.
So, yeah.
That's reflected in my beliefs.
Hmm.
Let's see those bits.
Who wants to go first?
You go first, because you talked.
Okay. Let me open this up. This shouldn't take too long. Stevan, character sheet. Here we go. My first belief, continuing on off of that, is I've hurt Ishmael, but sorries don't work right when they come out of my mouth. So I'm just going to say that I believe what I did was wrong and ask him what I must do to regain his trust. Belief number 2 is, at the risk of appearances, I will invite Ashlyn to go vineyard walking with me to show her that I can talk wine. Belief number 3 is, a horse pen is not a house, a willow tree is not a bed. One way or another, a roof to sleep under must be built on my property.
I thought you didn't have property.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to change that to say on my land.
Okay, yeah, do
Because
that.
it's not really my land. It's not.
And I think you must do whatever Ishmael tells you to do if you want persona for
Persona for that belief. I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, totally. My instincts are, when I get mad, break things. I've mixed these around a little bit to make them better. My second instinct is always instigate conversation, and my final instinct is never be the first to give up on a relationship. My traits are odd, crybaby, cheeky, bad influence, and curly hair.
Nice. All right, let's hear from Ishmael.
Life here is pain. The people are foreign to me, and they love me not. I will seek out information of my homeland so that one day I may sail away. Estevan is a pervert racist who is filled with anger towards me. I must avoid him at any cost. It's time to put my cottage to good use for creating steady funding. I will undertake the goat's milk initiative I've been thinking about. My instincts are always take care of my property, always have a story ready, and always flee when my status as a foreigner becomes an issue.
Nice. All right, Kelsa.
Okie dokie. I'm still having some audio issues because for some reason it's still not picking up this microphone. It's picking up the other one. So that explains both the background noise and why it magically got better, even though it actually shouldn't have. Neither here nor there. My bits, let's go with those. While I can, on the break, I'm going to see if I can set up my other microphone. I can turn this plot of land into a profitable farm again, and I will start by clearing and planting a field. With my new javelin, I can surely be the adventurer that Ishmael needs. I will clear the haunted Faust mansion. And finally, my last belief, the mayor is good friends with Uncle Bish. I should invite him over to dinner and learn more about the town of Stockchester. My instincts are always pick wildflowers or berries, always wake up at 6 a.m. sharp and never stay up past 2 a.m. in the morning, and finally, always extend the hand of friendship to new acquaintances.
Perfect. All right, guys. So we're going to start by resolving that scene we started last time where Ishmael had that talking fish. And then we're going to have a 1 month jump.
Sounds fun.
And I think Adam will have another festival for us then.
Mm-hmm.
So let's handle that one in a month.
They have monthly festivals here.
They have like a weekly.
More than monthly festival, yeah.
I hate these people.
But fortunately, you're out on the on Mirror Lake. It's a gigantic lake that's incredibly deep, and it's nighttime, I believe. And you
It
have
is.
caught a talking fish.
Yes.
It is glowing with the pale white moonlight in your hands.
I stare at the fish for a while, and then I say, "Hello, fish. I am Ishmael."
Hello, Ishmael. I am the harvest goddess.
Do you have anything else to say for yourself? Just the harvest goddess, that's it?
You are so impatient, Ishmael.
Well, no, I waited a couple seconds before I talked to you. I really needed to gather my thoughts. It's not usual for me to pull up giant, glowing, talking fish.
No, it's not. But now that you have caught me, what do you intend to do?
I thought I'd ask you what you want, giant, glowing, talking fish who claims to be the harvest goddess.
I've been watching you, Ishmael, as you swim through your life, as you sail on these seas alone. I think you are lost without purpose, and I offer you that purpose.
You're wrong, talking fish. There are many who say I'm a driven person and that the only thing I want to do is to go home. I know exactly where I'm going. I just need to figure out how to get there. Is there anything else to say in your defense?
Ishmael, you are already home. Don't you see? These people accept you. They love you.
That's not a path you want to take in this conversation right now. Talking fish. Is there anything else you will say in your defense?
In my defense, what am I on trial for?
Nothing. I'm just going to probably get some water, keep you in a tank, and sell you to someone. Talking fish are pretty rare. With that kind of money, who knows what I could do? No offense to you, talking fish, of course. I respect you, but I don't know that you're the harvest goddess. And besides, they're all pagans here.
Ah, I see.
You're not my god. I like you, talking fish, but I don't think you're a god. And if you were, you're still not my god.
You wish me to prove I am a god?
Not really. No, if you really are a god, your proving will probably be very unfortunate for me.
Then, would you like to be a prophet, Ishmael?
No. Fish, do you understand what the word pagan means?
It means you are open to changing your religion.
You are a fish, but you are not a very smart fish.
Very well. If you think you can keep me, let's see.
I mean, what do you want from me, fish? You're offering me to be a prophet. You tell me things that are clearly not true. Like, what do you want from me, fish? Like, you tell me. I don't want to have weird visions of the future unless those visions are how I'm going to find a map that will take me home as soon as possible.
Oh, Ishmael. I told you, you're already home. But I think there's something else you want.
What else do you think I want, fish?
I've seen you looking at the boats on shore and cursing the small thing you have now.
It's not that small. You know,
I
there are some
can.
who'd say it's average sized. You know, some would say it's slightly larger than normal. I'm only one man. I have to bend it alone, okay? Lots of people respect my boat.
Yes, you can man it alone, but only in these waters, not in the ocean. If you become my servants, I will teach you how to build a boat that can cross the seas.
Ishmael looks at his stat sheet.
Yes, you don't have a belief about this.
It's true. But the important part is I actually have enough boat right that I think I could reliably make a boat to cross the ocean. So Ishmael's just like anime style, like a something to hold fish in, just dumps the fish in and is like, no thanks. I'm sure you will fetch a good price, Harvest Goddess.
And
I hope you don't
fish,
take any offense. Is there anything I can get you before I sell you tomorrow morning?
It just swims around the barrel and it's like, no. Thank you, Ishmael.
No, thank you,
Harvest
Harvest
Goddess has
Goddess.
learned how this game is played.
All right. So, yes, that's funny. Do you want to sell the fish?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
So you just put it in the barrel?
Yeah, I'm guessing that I probably don't have some sort of aquarium or something.
Yeah, do you want to try and build one?
An aquarium. Well, I don't have glass blowing, so no.
Yeah.
Nor do I have carpentry.
Right.
I mean, I'm a fisherman. I assume that I have some sort of tool for holding fish, and I will use that tool. If it's a barrel, then I'll do that, and if not, I'll whatever it is.
So you just put
Alive.
the fish in the barrel?
Alive. Yeah.
Do you sleep?
No, I stay up all night. Of course I sleep. What do you...
All right, well, in the middle of the night, the fish jumps out of the barrel.
Really? Even with the barrel cover on?
You didn't say a barrel cover.
What?
Okay.
It's a gigantic fish, right? It's like you mentioned that it's big enough to hold in my arms. I'm not just going to be like, oh, it's a magical talking fish. I'm sure it definitely won't jump out of the barrel.
Okay. You put the cover on the barrel. And
it's gone in the morning. It's okay. I understand, Golden.
I'm just trying to decide, like, is the cover enough? I
mean, if it's really a god, you know, it can just destroy the barrel by randomly swimming into it using its white shade.
It can just be like whatever.
Yeah.
It could.
But I mean, if it wanted to, it could literally just swim downward and break all the boards through the bottom of the boat and sink the boat.
Yeah, it could. But it doesn't. And yeah, you can sell it in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you have fishing skill?
I do have the fishing skill. I had to use it to catch the fish.
Let's use the fishing skill to make some cash dice for you. How's that sound?
Oh, really? All right. That sounds good to me. While we're doing that, I want to remind you that last week we stole a bunch of... Well, okay. We adventure recovered a bunch of stuff that Ashlyn has that she is also supposed to sell for cash dice.
Yes.
It was cooking equipment.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Yep.
Cutlery.
So as long as we're making cash dice, I would like to have that on the menu.
Sure. So let me just take a look here and see what kind of odds I should set for cash dice. I believe that's what you guys want for selling this stuff.
Yeah. We wanted to sell some stuff for some cash dice.
Where is the page for that? I think it's the resources page, right?
I mean, yeah, resources. So one
I have
cash
it listed
die.
as
Every
some
cash die is
silverware.
2. Every cash die is 2 resources, and then funds are 2 times the odd plus 1.
So I could make you guys roll resources to make cash dice, but I think it's better if you roll the skill.
Okay.
So yeah, obs 2 for 1 cash die. Seems fair.
All right, I want to definitely do some forks on this fishing skill
Sure.
to sell this. I mean, I'm going to open with persuasion.
Okay.
Persuasion wise.
Okay.
Treasure of the sea wise.
Yeah. Definitely.
and cooking.
Okay.
All right, so I'm like in the middle of the marketplace, and I'm like, "Come, see the mystical treasures that I, Ishmael, have brought from the depths. Gaze upon this talking magical fish that claims to be the harvest goddess of this town.
Nice.
It's delicious, succulent flesh. You cannot get this anywhere else, and perhaps you simply wish it as a treasure, a fish that you can talk to. This is crazy. You can't get this anywhere now. Act now, and I'll throw in the barrel."
I'll give you advantage die.
All right.
But the fish doesn't talk anymore.
That's okay. It's still a giant fish.
It's still a giant glowing fish.
I mean, the glowing part's pretty important.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll give you advantage die.
What's the ob is 2?
Obs 2 for if you just
Yeah.
want 1. I'll actually let you try and sell it for more. But your obs goes up.
I have 6 helping dice, so that means I have 8 dice. I could go against 4. Yeah, for 2 cash dice. I could risk it. Nope, that was a horrible idea. That was a horrible, horrible idea.
All right.
You know what? You know what, buddy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my trait. I'm gonna use my
You're
lucky.
driven? Oh, lucky.
Lucky.
Yeah,
to
you're lucky.
re-roll all my failures.
Yeah,
1,
sure.
2, 3. Oh, so no, I have seven rolls.
Yes. Shoot.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes
There you
brings you
go.
up to 5. Yep.
You
So I think probably I'm just like, but wait, there's more. You could get lucky. Look at the glowingness of this fish, and I hold the fish over my head, and everyone sees it Simba style, and I'm like, look, it glows.
Right. And I think there's a mysterious fortune teller.
Oh
comes up
boy,
to you.
wonderful. Of course.
Yes, I will buy that fish. And they pay you in coins that remind you of your homeland. I think they're actually from your homeland.
Ah, the cold clink
Mysterious.
of mysterious steel from my homeland. Might
Yeah.
I ask how you came upon this money? Fortune teller.
She says.
Have I seen this person before?
Or
Or are they just like...
they're
Okay, they're in town. How did you come across this money?
She says, I got it from a trader when I was up the coast. They said their fortune was very strange.
All right, thank you.
Yep. All right. So you get your money,
cash
and if she gets the fishes,
I'm gonna say goodbye to the fish. I'm just gonna like bow over the barrel and be like, "Good fish, thank you for this bountiful harvest. I feel so very lucky. If you manage to escape, I would love to speak again. I promise you now that I will never capture you and sell you twice."
okay. That's interesting. But the fish still doesn't respond.
That's okay.
The fish is playing quiet now.
I mean, maybe I was crazy. I don't know. It was late. I've been working hard. I've done a lot that day.
Nice.
Estevan broke a rake in front of me. It definitely damaged my call.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, now like I think you should also get a reputation die. Add a reputation for being a great fisherman.
1 die.
Yeah. But everyone in town has now seen your amazing catch, and they actually build an aquarium near the town hall so people can look at the fish.
Interesting.
Yep.
Are they? So let me ask: are they worshiping this fish as the harvest goddess, or are they just like, "Oh, it's a glowing fish. Let's make a tank for it so people can come look at it"?
It's more the latter. Like they don't have any records that the harvest goddess appears as a fish, so they don't actually believe that.
Oh man, I
But
forgot
some
to
people
go.
are curious.
I forgot. I still need to go ask that singing whomever about what my farm is supposed to grow.
Yeah,
Mm.
but that's okay. Right now, let's just sell your stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So I had the silverware, and then you also told me I had 1 cash die worth of like monster parts.
Right.
Do I need to sell that also?
You do not.
Okay.
It's just 1 cash die.
Okay, but I do need to sell the silverware.
I feel like selling silverware should be appraisal.
Ooh, is appraisal a skill? Why don't I have appraisal as a skill?
If you want to
Appraisal is a
offer me
skill.
an alternative skill,
Accounting?
I don't think that is quite what accounting is for.
You don't? Well, I agree, but you know, you asked me to offer you an alternative skill,
Right.
so I thought I would just give it a shot.
Sure.
Let's see. Appraisal is perception. Okay.
Could you use seduction?
I mean, maybe. Can I use seduction?
Oh no, it's only for information.
Yeah, I don't think so. All right, I'm more than happy to go ahead and roll appraisal here as to learn.
Sure.
Because it's a base ob of 2, so it's gonna be doubled to 4. Is that right?
Right.
I got 5 dice. Let's see.
I guess that the failure is just that you don't get any money.
Yeah. I need money though.
Like you won't be able to sell them because they're really not going to be a high enough quality for people
All
who want
right.
to buy it.
I am gonna go ahead and spend 1 persona on this because I have a resources of 0, and if I don't get myself some cash die, I'm gonna have a problem.
Sure.
Yes!
Wow. All right, you got your cash die. So yeah, you sell the beat up pots and pans to the general store.
Cool.
Like they just take them off you. It's like, oh, this is
Brilliant.
what's the word? This is an MMO word where you just sell your trash. Vendor trash.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
vendor
vendoring your
trash.
grace?
Yeah, you vendor trashed your pots and pans. Good job. All right. All right. So let's jump forward a month.
Sounds good to me.
So I asked you all to figure out your downtime for the month for advancement purposes.
I did
Let's
it.
also narratively stay cool. Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that.
It's fine. So yeah, I'll go over what I did during my downtime. I spent enough practice to learn 1/3 of a farming test, and 1/3 of a mending test, and 1/3 of a cooking test, and 1/3 of an almanac test, because almanac seems like it'd come in handy.
Yeah, that's very important.
I probably should have gone with appraisal, but I wouldn't have gotten the test anyway. But I did make a routine conspicuous test, a difficult seduction test, and I got a test in javelin as well to learn javelin.
Ah, yes, that's important.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I did with my downtime. I think definitely my seduction test is going out every day and handing my little flowers that I steal from people. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I pick up along the roadside.
Yeah.
Just as you do.
You just giving them to random people?
Yeah, just all the people in town. You know, like I gotta up my hearts.
Yeah, nice, perfect. Okay, Adam, what about you? What have you been doing over?
I had a list of these. I've just been making a bunch of social and musical type tests, which are super short and only take 2 hours each to do. If you want to get routine tests, which is what I wanted. So I have a will of 4, so I had 12 hours each day to spend on things. I'm trying to find the list of things that I picked. I found it. I got a routine test for sing, a routine test for haggling, a routine test for persuasion, falsehood, inconspicuous, and I'm starting to learn how to play the flute.
Okay. Have you paid back your girlfriend for the clothes yet?
No, because I think that's more fun.
Okay. All right, Ishmael.
Oh, actually, I might have, because if it's haggling, I might have been like, hey, I know you have a flute somewhere in this house. How about your clothes that I promised you back, and you give me a flute? And then I just make up some bullshit reason like, you owe me for that one time.
Where do you get clothes that are not the clothes you borrowed?
That's also true. Maybe from my dad?
All right, well, I think the roll, I'm going to make you roll something to see if you can get clothes from somewhere else. So
Okay,
tell me how you're doing it, and I'll give you the task.
I'm just going around to people that I know around town who have a lot of work clothes, because I need work clothes.
So you're trying to persuade or haggle?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's use persuade. And you can fork in other things or get help.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do persuade and fork in haggling.
Sure.
Let's see what else I can fork in. Maybe I'll fork in some falsehood, so that, because I think the story that I've been running around in a barrel has gotten out.
Okay.
Because Ishmael knows about it, and Ishmael doesn't like me. Has Ishmael been spreading this rumor?
No.
Okay, interesting.
No.
Right. Nobody knows about your barrel antics because you were only in the barrel for less than a minute.
That's
and then
true.
You were inside a room.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, cool.
The barrel scene was too short for anybody to notice.
All right, cool. Good enough for me. If this goes weird, I'll spend fate on it or something.
Yeah. And I guess the consequences are that if you fail, then you're just going to not be able to replace these clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Until
and then I
you
have
are
to
able
keep
to
them
buy
and then
some.
make Autumn mad at me.
Yeah.
You won't, or not mad at me, but like make her think that I'm unreliable, which is also a thing that I don't want.
Right. Well, she already thinks that, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So go ahead and roll. Like, you just will not be able to persuade anybody else to give you clothes. You have to buy them like a normal person.
Okay. What's my ob?
Ob 2.
Okay.
No.
Huh.
So, you simply are unable to persuade anybody to give you clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you already have clothes. Why should we give you more clothes?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, everybody knows that I don't live in a house. So they're just like, if we give you these clothes, you're just
they're going to get ruined.
The closet that these will get put in is on a branch of a tree where they'll get rained on.
Yeah.
Yep. And they didn't make machine washable clothes back then.
Mm-hmm.
You get them wet. That's bad.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear what Ishmael has been doing for a month.
All right. Ishmael has been spending a lot of time going to the fish and talking to it in order to raise his persuasion, which he does.
Okay, when you're alone in the middle of the night, he'll talk to you back.
I don't know if I go to the... I mean, I assume maybe once or twice I've been to the town in the middle of the night, alone talking to it, before I go home.
But during the day when other people are around, it won't talk.
Well, we'll come back to this at some later point where I ask the fish what's up.
Sure.
I also put 4 hours toward a difficult fishing test, which is going to take 3 months. 2 hours toward a piloting check, which is going to take 3 months. And
Okay.
4 hours toward a difficult agility check, which is going to take 3 months.
All right. Nice.
So I spent all my time running around my ship, fishing
Let's see.
and
Yeah.
sailing.
Do you spy on Ashlyn at all?
I'm waiting for Ashlyn to come to me. They just had some very serious wounding, right? And they owe me
Yeah.
money.
I mean,
Ah.
Oh yeah, because I'm supposed to give you money from the selling of the silverware,
That's
right?
right. Half.
Yeah, but I only got one cash die out of it, so it's hard for me to give you half of that.
I know. It's going to be a
Burning
difficult
Wheel.
choice for you.
Tricky.
Yeah. All right. So we'll resume a month later. Oh yes, it's time for the new festival. So why don't you tell us about your new festival, Adam?
It's not so much a festival as much as a thing that people do during a certain time of year, almost like how what are they called? Hay rides are a thing.
Sure.
These are vineyard walks where it's in like May around that time, like late
Okay.
spring,
Okay.
where vineyards and wineries are not so busy, so they take advantage of that time to do like marketing stuff more so.
Sure.
And their marketing tactic is to let people do wine tastings at their vineyards and let people from the public as well as other wineries come in to browse for fruit and, you know, see what's going to be good in a few years.
All right, cool. Why don't you give me a wise check for this festival wise?
Okay, sure.
And if you fail, the consequences are it's going to rain throughout this season. And
I
there will
love
not
that.
be many vineyard walks.
This is actually my first festival wise, so that is great. This is what I wanted.
I'm going to say that OBS is... This is general knowledge, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds like OBS too.
I'm going to spend a persona on this.
Okay. Okay, so it's just raining all month.
I have a 6.
Oh,
I'm
you're
going to spend my fate.
Go ahead and try it.
You can try it.
1d6. That's another success, but it's not enough.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very rainy.
Do I mark the fate and persona I spent on my perception?
I don't do that anymore. Oh, wait, you're right, you do. Because that's for getting gratiated.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
That's
When
what I
you're
thought.
learning skill, yes, you do.
Yeah.
You put it towards the stat.
Yeah, if I had already learned festival wise, then I would have definitely put it in the skill.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There we go.
All right. So yeah, it's raining. Ashland, like it's been raining for a while. You look outside and like the ground is all muddy. And there's still work to be done.
Rain's good for crops, so this is great. Right?
But you didn't plant anything yet.
Oh.
Did you?
No, I didn't. That's because I went to go buy... It's because I... That's right, it's because I bought armor and a sword instead of seeds.
So you found getting the field ready, but there's nothing there to take advantage of this rain.
Yeah, so I guess I better go and get some.
Right.
So I guess I'm gonna go to the market and buy some
Buy some seeds.
Buy some seeds. Yeah.
All right.
What kind of plants are you looking for?
I don't know. I guess
I feel like you just want basic.
I mean, I just want basic plants, but theoretically, actually, I should follow my ears, and ask the what was the name of that the singer?
Ah, yes. I think we just call her the singer.
Yeah. Let me circles up the singer.
All right. So I'll tell you this: for the last month, there's been the song of a whale from the harbor, pretty much at random, but 24/7. You know, like sometimes it'll be during the day, sometimes it'll be at night,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just this whale call from a lone whale that's just swimming around in Mirror Lake. Sometimes it goes out to sea.
Mm-hmm.
It can't really swim around the island because the river's too shallow, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. All right. Why don't you give me the circles roll?
Okay.
I guess I have to find a obs for this.
I have +1 from my reputation as the new kid in town.
Right.
Everybody knows me.
Obs.
I don't know if I'm going to spend an Artha on this as well. I've only got one more persona, but this is pretty important.
I think you'll find her, but how willing she's willing to help you.
Well, I kind of need her help, so...
Yeah. Let me just see here. There we go. Oh, you're looking for a specific person.
It's probably actually pretty hard. I may not actually be able to circles her up. I may have been better rolling observation again.
Definitely. Yeah, it's definitely just 4 obs, because there's only one singer. So yeah, you're gonna fail that, probably.
I mean, not necessarily.
There's always fate.
Just probably.
Fingers crossed.
If I spend an Artha, it's possible for me to do it without fate. I also have a call-on trait for circles as well.
Yeah.
Familiar face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that allows how does that work exactly?
How does familiar face work?
I mean just call-on traits in general. It just says it's a call-on trait for circles.
You just get to reroll, I believe.
You get to reroll your failures.
Do I have to spend anything to do that?
Nope.
No, you just activate it. You only get to do it once per trait, per session.
Worth it. Alright, I'm gonna not spend any Artha. Ob is 4. Let's go.
Alright.
I got 1 reroll.
Yeah.
Nope.
Alright.
Failed.
So you come across the singer. She is on like the end of the docks, and you find her there singing to the whale. And she doesn't really give you any attention when you show up. Like she's just like, "Oh, there's another person on the docks." And these are like very long dock. This is like a deep water dock that a large merchant ship would park at. So it's just very, very large.
So yeah, Ashlyn like walks all the way down the dock, and she stands there and like listens to the song for a while, but probably not more than like 15 minutes.
Okay. I mean, she doesn't stop. I think maybe after 15 minutes, she might stop just to like drink some water and catch her breath.
Excuse me. My name's Ashlyn. I'm new in town, and I've started, well, I want to start farming, and I understand that, you'd be who to go to find out what I'm supposed to farm. Some kind of
Okay.
tradition?
So the singer turns to you and she says, "Oh yes, there are different crops for each parcel of land, handed down to us by the harvest goddess.
How do I know what I'm supposed to grow?
The mayor should have records of all the different crops, but usually we have updates from the harvest goddess from her prophets, but we don't have any of those for a while."
Oh. Well, I guess I need to talk to the mayor then.
Yes, that's probably your best bet.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time, Singer. You're amazing. Have
Thank you.
a dandelion.
All right, she takes the dandelion
Cool.
and she smells it, and then she goes back to her singing.
Yeah, then I guess I need to go see myself a mayor.
Yep. Do you want to circle up the mayor?
I shouldn't have to. He's on my.
Oh, he's your
He's one of
relationship.
He's on my relationships. I should be able to just.
All right,
walk
so
to his
yeah,
house.
you just go to the mayor's office. As you do, you see the giant fish tank next to the mayor's office with the glowing fish.
That fish is huge.
The
And
fish
it's
is just
glowing.
Yep. And there are probably like a few other people, staring at the fish.
Wow.
And there's probably like I think there's one guy. He has he's wearing this leather hood with wool in it, and he's like, "Yeah, Ishmael said that fish was delicious,
Ooh.
but I can't believe it. Everyone's just looking at it. We should cook this fish." And his friends are like, "No, the fish is beautiful. We have to show everyone the fish."
Obviously, this is the point where I come up and interrupt their conversation to introduce myself.
Sure. Let's see here. So names. So one of them says their name is Lars, the guy with the hood. And he's the town cook. Like, he's not, the only cook, obviously.
But yeah.
But he has that restaurant. What's it called? There was a restaurant in town. I'll look it up later. And he says underneath the clock tower. The other one is Peter. Peter is. What do we need?
I need to know. Are they? Are they? Do they have the romance subplot? Like checkbox in my when I go and check my inventory.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
There's Peter. He's a clockmaker.
Okay, Peter the clockmaker.
And then there's Rachel, and Rachel is. So she owns a seed store. I'm not sure what you would call a seed store. It's like a farmer's general supplies. Yeah, seed store.
Okay.
And yeah, they're all looking at the fish, and they introduce themselves.
And they each get random wildflower.
Sure.
As you do. Well, it's really great to meet all of you. I'm heading to see the mayor. And then, Rachel, you said you owned a seed store? I definitely need some seeds.
Yes, I collect seeds from all the farmers, and I sell it back to them.
That
It's
sounds like a great business.
It's a great business.
I look forward to doing business with you once my seeds are ripe. That's how it works,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely. I sell you seeds, and then you give me seeds back. And I'll sell you seeds again in the spring, so you don't have to store them safely in the
Flawless.
winter.
That's good. If you take care of the storage for me, then it's one less thing to worry about. When
Absolutely.
and then she's like, "When are you open?"
Oh, we're open from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
That's a great time. I'll see you this afternoon then.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go inside of the mayor's office.
I mean, that's how real seeds work, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we don't have GMO seeds in this universe, so. So yeah, you go in the mayor's office. Yeah, it's this big. You know what? It's not that big, honestly. The mayor is, has his own room, but like you look around and it's kind of like beat up, like the wood looks kind of creaky. A lot of the surfaces, right, are scuffed up. But the mayor is, happy to see you. He's got a big smile on his face. He says, "Oh, Ashlyn, sit down, sit down.
So,
How's the farm going?"
it's well, I haven't actually planted anything yet because somebody told me that I need to find out what the harvest goddess wants in that plot, and I didn't
Yes.
even know there was a harvest goddess.
Oh no, the harvest goddess is the legendary creator of these lands, and we thank her for a bountiful harvest we have in this valley. We believe that it's her blessing that sets us apart from the rest of the world.
Oh, I see. Well, can you look up what should I be growing on Uncle Bish's farm?
Oh, okay. I'll look it up. And he goes over to another room, and there's an overworked clerk there. We'll call her Nessie. And Nessie goes and looks in the filing cabinets until she finds your plot. What would you like to grow there?
I mean, I figured like I don't know, turnips. That's
Turnips?
pretty
Okay, that seems
standard.
reasonable. I'm gonna roll a fate die though.
Okay.
I say a 3 out of 6. Oh, yep. Okay, so you can grow turnips,
Cool.
but you can. She says, "All right. Well, on this plot of land over here, that's where you can grow turnips." And you look, and luckily, it's the area you've been working on. Imagine that. So other
Good
parts
luck.
of your farm are for apricot trees, and over here we have a spot for grain. Wow, Uncle Bish sure has a big farm.
Yeah, he sure does. I don't know how I'm gonna clear it all out. It's a mess.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
I'm ready.
All right.
Well, thank you, Nessie. I really appreciate you looking this up. Here, have a wildflower.
All right, so Nessie takes the wildflower, and she puts it in a vase on her desk, and she goes back to work.
Okay.
It's like a blue chicory or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. So,
All right.
yeah, and then I'm gonna go buy some seeds.
All right. You go to Rachel's seed store, and Rachel's seed store is more like a stall at the market.
Mm-hmm.
But you see behind it, there's this big stone warehouse with no windows and massive wooden doors of mahogany on the front.
Perfect. Yeah.
And so she's has all these little barrels of seeds out in the front, but they've got like this mesh covering so that flies don't get in there and stuff.
Cool.
She's selling seeds to all the farmers that come.
Rachel. Hi. I found out what kind of seeds I need. I
Oh,
need I need turnip seeds. And
well, turnips don't grow from seeds.
oh,
So, yes, but don't worry, I have little turnips. And she goes behind the stall and opens up a box,
mm-hmm.
and then she pulls out a couple burlap bags and closes the box again, brings it up front.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, yeah, these are turnip starters. You can have these for 100 gold per bag. Not gold. What do we say? 100 rupees per bag.
100 rupees per bag. All right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I'm just starting out, so I'll just get one bag.
Okay, that'll be 100 gold. 100 rupees.
100 rupees.
So that's an OBS 1 resources check.
Okay. I have 2 cash die, but I don't know if I want
You
to
could
spend
also
on
make a
both.
linked text to try and get a +1.
Yes. Let's do that. All right.
So what do you want to do?
Seduction.
Okay.
I mean,
Yes, you can try and seduce
well,
the seed
that's
seller.
Rachel. That's an awful lot. I'm just starting out. Is there any way you could make some kind of special dispensation for me? With the pouty
Okay.
lips and the little finger twirl in the hair.
Okay.
You know, slight
Clutching wildflowers.
slight adjustment of the
Yeah.
cleavage on her little dress.
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel that Rachel is pretty savvy, though. Let me look at seduction.
It's versus will, I'm pretty sure.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm probably gonna fail.
Yeah, so I think it's OBS 4.
Oh my gosh. I'm definitely gonna fail.
Well, you go with seduction, you might succeed.
I mean, I have some seduction, but I mean, can I fork anything here?
Yeah, you can fork whatever you want.
Farming wise?
Absolutely.
Conspicuous? I'm trying to be a little.
If you're making your seduction very conspicuous, sure.
It's pretty obvious. I think it's pretty obvious.
But not just to her, but to everyone around you.
Yeah, like everybody can tell. I'm definitely laying the flirt on here.
Sure.
I don't think grain-wise applies. Mate?
No, it's fine.
Yeah?
Grain-wise is fine.
How about
And farming-wise.
How about adventure-wise?
I don't feel like that is appropriate here.
If I mention that I could do her taxes for her, can I throw in accounting?
If you actually offer to do it for her.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay.
And well, I may be new in town. I don't have a lot to go on here, but I can always offer my services. I in the city I was an accountant, and I could take a look at your business ledgers and see if I could make sure that you're paying the perfect amount for taxes, not the wrong amount. And you know, I just picture us late night together going over the books under candlelight.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
I'll give you a +1 advantage to.
Okay.
Best date night doing your taxes.
You know,
Candlelight taxes.
I did it.
You did it!
Yay! I'm so happy that worked.
Alright, so you got a +1 to your purchase power.
Okay, brilliant. Let's do this.
Chat, make fan art of candlelight taxes romance.
Oh no, we're gonna do that on screen. What are you talking about?
All right, I need this real bad. So I'm gonna spend my other Artha on this. My
Okay.
other persona. The base op is only 1, but even 3 dice I can fuck it up. So. No, it didn't work. Hold on.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 2d6. Sorry, it should be 3d6. It didn't count. It's because the resources is 0.
Oh, right.
But because I have a cash die, I can still roll it even though it's 0.
Yep.
So let's do it this way. 1.
You did it.
That's all I needed. Yes.
All right. Yeah, she agrees to sell you
And now I have resources of 1.
the turnips. Yay!
That makes
that's
sense
amazing.
because now you have seeds to actually do business here.
She's like, wow. How about Sunday night? We can go over my taxes. We can have some fine wine from the vineyard.
I like that.
All right, fantastic. It's a date.
Yay.
All right.
I think that puts us past the hour for a break. So
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Perfect.
when we get back, I think that Ashlyn will take a step back from the spotlight. So let me bring over our new Vineyard Walks break screen that shows how great our new festival for this month.
Yeah.
Yeah, month.